sallallahu alaihi wasallam in the year 610. Muslims believe that the Quran is a miracle and a direct word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the creator of heavens and the earth, and all between. The Holy Quran has science that predates modern scientific discovery, invention, and knowledge. The Quran has abundant, miraculous signs throughout. Let's look at some of the higher sciences. Before we start, it is important to note that verses in the Quran vary from metaphorical, symbolic, allegorical, and literal. Let's start with string theory. The definition of string theory is the idea that the smallest building blocks of the universe are tiny, vibrating strings instead of point-like particles. These strings can vibrate in different ways, creating all the particles and forces we see, including gravity. It's an attempt to explain everything in the universe using one big theory. Surah 4, Ayat 49. Have you not seen those who claim purity for themselves? Rather, Allah purifies whom He will, and they will not be wronged, even by as much as a thread of a date seed. This refers to divine justice. The date seed is metaphorical and visual at the same time. If you were to split open a date seed and look inside, it is very fine and subtle. Some interpret this verse as to the fine, vibrating strings in string theory. The Quran uses tiny thread-like visuals to define a concept of divine justice, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala not being unjust to His creation in the least bit. Surah 4, Ayat 124. And whoever does righteous deeds, whether male or female, while being a believer, those will enter paradise and will not be wronged, even by as much as a speck on a date seed. This verse again puts emphasis on justice. It is not coincidental that when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking about justice and how some will enter heaven or hell by the tiniest of margins, it uses the word speck, which is small. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala states that on the day of judgment, we will wish our margin between our good deeds and our bad deeds was wider.